Heavens, yes. Even better than yeah. It's yes.
Yeah,
Look at that cat.
yeah. Yes, heavens, yes. I mean,
Heavens, yes.
say what are you? What kind of heathen says yeah?
So what are we gonna react to first?
I figured today is the 12th of October 2023. This is just a plain um, zero watch history. Oh, actually, Jacob watched and Jacob and I watched
Best
the
fails.
best
Okay,
fails of
so
the
that's
year
that's
so
usually
far,
what everyone starts with.
2023.
So it's pretty.
So yeah, that's like that's not a bad like
Yeah.
contamination. Maybe we should create see what happens when you create a totally fresh new YouTube page and get just a state of the union fucking
Let's do it.
for that day.
Can you refresh it that quick?
Um, I just have to make a new YouTube account.
Mm. I thought you can just erase.
So sign out of YouTube.
I thought you can just erase your history. No.
You can erase your
Oh.
history, but also I'd subscribed to Shane's. We were trying to subscribe everybody to Shane's YouTube music channel
Oh.
a while ago. How do I create a new account? Use another account. Create account.
You're on it.
Name.
Your name is.
We're the State of the Union brothers.
We're the reaction boys, reaction men, reaction guys, reactionary.
I like
Man.
I like where that's going. Keep on word hammering out the fucking
reactions.
word on the anvil there.
Reactions.
Reactionary the reactionarium. Reactionariers.
I like that. Reactionarium.
The reaction.
It's a good baseline.
Well,
That's what
wait,
we're doing.
it's asking for first and last name.
Oh yeah. Reactionarium. Don't you know?
This, yeah. He's being born today, so wait,
He's not gonna
what's
be able to.
October? Oh wait, we want to see what an adult can see. So it'll be, but this will be his birth date. What? And I guess so. They want information.
So 18 minus 18 years minus now. Yeah,
we want
baby.
what they would show an 18-year-old.
Yeah, brainwashing.
What year was 18 years ago? October.
05?
2022, 2021. Are you keeping track? Oh wait, you can't see this.
2005?
Oh.
I didn't pretty sure.
Thank you. Do we want to do female, male, rather than say custom?
I can pull up the calculator just in case.
Calculate that shit.
So we don't get adult phased
yeah.
out.
Right, yeah,
My poor math. 23 minus 18. 2005. We might as well say just in case 2004, just in case for month weird reasons. Yeah. We're 19.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of fucking crud under our fingernails.
And
gender,
male, female, or rather not say or custom. That's an interesting choice.
Custom, do custom. Okay, cool. What do you want to be what's the custom? We are an reactionarium.
So this would be the videos they show to someone who's already kind of propagandized to their.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it'll be like another level. So yeah, what is their gender?
We should be like we are a reactionarium is like an auditorium, right? So we identify as a building. No, I don't know.
No, it should be something.
No.
Yeah, what? They? Wait, what are the options? Male,
No, you can.
other?
It's custom, so you can put like anything, right?
Yeah, you can type anything in here.
Yeah. So put like fucking something cool, but like something that could probably still pass.
Well,
The LGBTQ test.
There's two of us, so technically we're a
Yeah.
two-dimensional, yeah, twin-dimensional being.
Be like twin dimensional cyborg twin.
That's
No,
too,
no.
too
Yeah.
sci-fi, I think.
Yeah, okay, I like this. Twin dimensional.
What's it? Just twin-dimensional, yeah.
Yeah,
Refer to me as
they'll,
other.
they'll be like, that's so crazy. I like that.
An
That's some
existing
fucked
email
up.
address? Get a Gmail address instead.
Yeah.
thereactionarium@gmail.com.
Nice. It's so original. Get the real one. Nice. Password definitely not.
Yeah, what
Password
should I do for the
1 2
password?
3 4. Don't hack us, guys. Password 1 2 3 4. No.
I just have to see it so I know I typed it right twice when I confirm it.
Yeah, that's fine. By the time we upload this, we've already changed this. Oh no.
They don't let you do password 1 through 3 4. So it'll be
Do ass word. Crab cakes? Okay. Crab cakes 99. Totally secure.
skip the recovery.
No, we don't need no
skip the phone.
recoveries.
I don't
Yeah.
have a phone. I'm the reactionarium by twin bisexual.
Twin dimensional.
Alright, so this is what YouTube wants you to see if you're just a fresh 19-year-old twin-dimensional hypersexual.
Trump is angry. Happy mood jazz.
Let's top Americans culture is you start from the top left. Let's see what we
I
get.
built a giant death trap, which is just one of many traps we've built. And for every trap this contestant survives, he wins $100,000. But if he fails one, he loses everything. The first trap is simple. He's got to break out of this cage and climb up this roof before the walls close in.
Mac, are you ready? I'm ready. You sure? Do it.
Since when did he
That
turn
was a
into
little rude.
fucking like Joe
But
Rogan
okay.
Fear Factor?
How am I supposed to get out of this? Mac, hey, you want a hit? What? The roof.
I guess he's always done that shit. It's like
Who is
kinda
this
like
guy?
Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah, I know who Mr. Beast is. I shouldn't have even asked that. That was dishonest to me. Even asked.
Come on. I'm trying. Jimmy, shut up.
If only that dude with the Hawaiian shirt was in the cage.
Mac, hurry.
Wait, so what is he dropping into? Oh, the spikes are gonna like close on him.
That's so good. That looks so real. I was afraid.
You just want Hey, but I have a second trap set up for you right now. And if you risk this 100 grand, you can win 200 grand. Think on it. But I also don't have a video if you don't say yes. I'm doing it. Get in there. Let's go.
Mac may sound confident now, but there are 10 more traps he has to get through if he wants to walk out of this with $1 million. But first, let's see if he can win 200
That's kind of like a
grand.
fun
Welcome
Who
to
Wants to Be a
trap
Millionaire
number
type
2.
of
Close the
game
door.
show, I guess.
Glad we were not under
Rather
that.
than
In
like
these
trivia
duffel bags
questions, you gotta.
is 200 grand in cash. All you have to do to win it is press that red button and go back through this door.
You gotta do some shit.
What happens when I press a button?
Just press it and find out.
You wanna come with me?
No, I'm staying over here.
What? Come with me.
Go press the button. In case you forgot, 200 grand's on the line.
They're drawing
I
this
don't
out
know
too
what's
much.
gonna happen when I push the
Just
button.
press the button.
This editing is like
Press the button.
bad.
The dramatic lights.
That's my first reaction to this. Is I don't like it.
What the trap is. If you touch a laser, the door's gonna slam closed.
Is there a time limit?
There's a touch the laser limit, and it's 1. Bro, imagine if you just hit the first laser.
Oh, this is not made for short people, dude.
I don't like this fucking editorializing.
Oh my god. I had a feeling
And the
he would
fucking-
crawl on the floor. That's why coming up,
They're
there's
cutting
lasers
out, like,
literally straight in front of
a
him.
lot of the
I'm gonna get
important
past
shit
this. I'm gonna be honest.
of his
Oh,
fucking.
this is crazy.
Look, like, fuck.
Oh my
This video is
god.
pissing me off.
Oh, you're like surrounded by lasers. I wouldn't move.
Jimmy, if I touch a laser, how long do I have before that door closes?
Dude's
Less
dropping
than a
too
second.
many N-bombs
Take a step to
between
your left.
lasers.
Take a step out of the way.
Keep cutting it.
3, 2.
Wait, how long is this video?
Oh!
I guess he wanted to
Oh
keep
shit!
it.
Oh, that was cool. I mean,
Oh
what
my
if it got his legs?
That was so.
That'd have
I'm
been
speechless.
awesome.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go.
That wasn't like a real door closing though. They showed like a
200
CGI
grand or
door
risk it
Was
for
it?
300
earlier, right?
grand.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do the next
It
one.
wouldn't like let a
Let's do
fucking
it.
thing actually hurt
Unfortunately
him.
for Mac, all of these traps get progressively harder.
It
and
moved
harder to
fast. I do
pass.
not see.
Especially this next one. Mac, come
He
on
just
in.
asked like if I do touch one, how
We're
like
now in
how much
trap
time do
number
I have?
3. Bro, look how cool this is. We literally spent the last
And so they
60
just
days
like
designing
let him
this
fucking
set.
be like whatever.
The
And then
$200,000 you've already won.
I'm gonna
All you
pause
have to
this
do
because that
here
like
is-
pisses me off. This
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
sucks. The video was
Yeah, let's go on
called
to the
"World's
next one.
Most Dangerous Trap." Let's say you're a 19-year-old and you don't know shit about the world. You're trying to see this.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Fuck this." And so yeah, so the algorithm would be like, "Man, this guy." I guess he kept his attention for 3 minutes and 27 seconds. It's a great attention
Yeah.
span for a fucking.
Yeah, we need to write a passage.
So I'm gonna fucking dislike that. And fucking
Yeah, yeah.
go like,
yeah, thumbs down, Mister.
I'm gonna
bust.
report it for
Report it as
promoting terrorism,
child abuse.
child abuse.
No, 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 no,
Oh, you
no.
can't do
not
both.
child-
What if it was doing both?
No, but
And it
what,
files
what,
two separate reports.
but what is it really doing? What is it really doing here? Probably nothing here.
Misleading. It's definitely misleading me.
Misleading, and then tell it why. It's not dangerous.
Misleading text. The title said it was the world's most dangerous text. It wasn't dangerous. Yeah, the door couldn't fucking close on you. The spikes wouldn't have killed him in that first trap.
Yeah, it's CGI. It's not dangerous.
I guess misleading. Yeah, misleading text. Next. Oh, and you get to add private details.
Yeah, like misleading title wasn't dangerous.
Why is it dangerous?
Got him.
Timestamp selected. Yeah, because at 3:27,
Yeah.
that's when we realized, man, these aren't dangerous, and we stopped watching.
All right.
All right, now I guess we'll
So-
go back
so,
to
yeah,
YouTube
just-
the
yeah,
homepage
refresh.
and refresh and see
No,
what our
we're not
recommendations
doing, we're
are.
not doing any
Now that
more
we
if it's Mr.
now that we
Beast.
disliked that Mr. Beast video. Hi,
Our
me in
show's
3 years.
speeding.
This is like split
Alright,
through
what's
the
good,
TV channel.
YouTube? I'm gonna post this video 3 years later. Right now, I have 5.9 thousand subs right now. I wonder how much subs I have later.
You okay?
Peace out. To the person I'm talking to 3 years later, I don't know what's gonna be happening. So 3 years later, so it's gonna be 2000. What's today? 2024, 23. On this same day. Peace out.
Okay. So, I wonder.
So,
He has 20.7
that's all. That's it.
million
Okay.
subscribers right now. How
Cool,
many did he
dude.
say he had when he started out?
Fucking 5.9 thousand.
Oh, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, he blew up. Yeah,
I show speed. What does this guy blow up for? What is he? Look how
his reactions.
wait, these are all
He's
just-
doing what we're doing,
he reacts to stuff.
but with a camera, you can see his face.
Right? Yeah, we're like
Yeah.
well,
We're half of that.
yeah.
You can only hear us.
We're gonna get faces someday. We're gonna save up for
Yeah.
for VTuber.
We're
faces.
save up for face. We're gonna save up for faces.
Yeah, we're just voices right now.
we escaped
We're the
the
reaction voices. Reaction
we
voices.
escaped Chat
You
GPT.
want to see what this
We're
guy?
AIs.
You want to see what this guy got famous for reacting to? Or should we go back to the homepage and like
Yeah,
I
let's
don't know.
keep going back.
I dislike that video as a video, you know? Like despite the story around it, like of him like going from a small amount of subscribers to a lot of subscribers. I'm sure that's why it was like recommended. It's trending.
I think it's
because,
kind of wholesome
I guess,
and a
I
little bit of a
suppose.
flex.
But well, that's why I'm curious, but to see like I don't know if I like that or not unless I know what he's famous for.
All right, then click. Let's click.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Here's what his like pinned video is for. It's him being bald. Okay, so that's just like a new thing in his life is that he's bald. But what's his most famous video? Oh, he's a musician. He does songs and stuff. You want to react to one of his music videos?
Sure.
This has 190 million views. You said sure with such low enthusiasm. I don't know if you want. I think we should just. I'm gonna read between the lines. Like you've cured me of my autism enough. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna hear what you're saying, what you're like, doing like a woman style lie about, and fucking see through the code of the Matrix and live like a normal human being. This is how you. We get a mosquito swarm taking over a plane from the Daily Dose of the Internet guy. This guy does.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet. A plane that was taking off from Mexico was sprayed down after a swarm of mosquitoes took over.
Did someone unleash those mosquitoes?
How the fuck did that happen?
I think that it might be like a fucking
what in the
terroristic behavior. Yeah, like how else?
And then they're all huffing down
Someone
the fucking.
Just released a bunch.
No.
Paris apparently has
this
a huge
guy
bed
What
bug.
in the fuck was that?
And lost his phone.
I don't even know. You want to like go back and see?
That's some homosexual shit. I mean, which is all right, but not with your teacher, right?
This guy's losing his phone. Okay, a silly ghost. That's kind of silly.
This teacher asked his students if he could work out while they were taking a test, and everyone said yes.
I'm taking a test right now, bro.
So this was pretty
It's a little
lucky.
silly, but I feel bad for those kids having to be in school. That just makes me sad overall.
Oh shit, yeah.
That was really lucky for that guy. I had a deer hit my car one time.
Oh damn, that's your tail, dude.
Whoa. What a
Chill.
silly.
This guy had
I
trouble
feel bad for the
focusing
cat
with the Las
having to live
Vegas
in a
sphere
house.
staring at him.
These are
Yeah,
videos are all making me sad and feel bad.
Oh, I don't think he likes it. All right.
I feel bad for that animal being trapped in the dumpster, but I guess it's a real relief that it's escaped.
Oh.
This little guy just learned what Halloween is.
You say trick or treat. And guess what they do? Guess what they do?
What?
They give you candy.
What are you doing?
Some farmers use lasers to scare away birds.
This video is making me really, really sad. That fucking kid.
What's these lasers doing, dog?
You're not supposed to give sugar to kids even at all. Like, first of all, it's like the worst. It's like the worst, most addictive drug. You're not supposed to keep a kid in a house. That's fucking. This is fucking dismal.
Yeah, you keep him in the fucking cage, right?
No, you fucking let him like be outdoors. Like building a house around a kid is fucking insane. They need to be in a large outdoor enclosure, like that's enclosed on the sides by walls, but like the sun should be shining down from above. Like that kid was like basically trapped in a fucking like insane box. Let's see what this laser does. Maybe this will cheer me up.
Birds. It does not harm or touch the birds, and it works during the day and night to scare them away. It doesn't target birds, but goes in a designated pattern to protect the crops.
That's a high-tech scarecrow. That's kind of that cheers me up, I guess. No.
No, it's kind of like
that's kind of terrible.
It's
yeah.
like way over high tech for what it needs
That's
to be.
really
Just
fucking
put a scarecrow back out there.
For
Yeah,
some
I feel
reason,
bad
his
for those
lady
birds.
has a really bouncy sweater.
Or pay a guy to go out there and scare him. Oh, look at those big old.
Yeah, her tits are fucking like
That is the
elastic
end of
as
this
shit.
video.
I don't
We
know
hope
what's
you
going on
enjoyed,
there.
And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
What? That was terrible. I'm gonna dislike that. I don't know how you feel. Maybe we should go based on our consensus, like. Because I hated that. That was fucking awful.
You know what? Of all the ones he has showed me, that one wasn't very. Yeah, go ahead and thumbs it down.
I'm way thumbs down on that. I'm gonna report it.
Kind of a dookie.
Well, it was a daily dose, so I can't. Well, let's see if there's something worthy that we can. There was no sexual content. It was kind of repulsive.
What?
Abusive. People would just. You're right. I can't really like. What did I hate about that so much? Child abuse.
About what?
That kid
When
was in
wa-
a house, and they're gonna feed it candy. Sugar's really bad for you.
You're fucking out of control. You're attacking our boy daily. He knows me. He's my brother. At the orphanage. I'm kidding, I don't know. Just in case.
You don't like how I'm spelling Gunna, huh? Goanna? You like that better? No, they were gonna feed
Put
it
a-
processed sugar. I'll put an apostrophe.
put 3 N's now.
No, I'm being serious here. So I'm gonna take the apostrophe off.
They're gonna be like, you've been reported back for false claims.
No, like I was being serious.
Yeah, you're
When
vetting all your stuff. I mean,
they need to fucking have someone vet the reports to see if they're true or not. Like that's why I'm sure they hire someone to check if they're
yeah, we're
fraudulent
making
reports or not.
someone's job. Yeah, we're crazy. Or Bobby here's making sure people are getting paid today.
All right, back to the front page after.
But he believes this stuff. He
after
believes
we've
it.
Japan's official tiniest apartment.
You know what? I've already seen it.
This is Japan's
What was your
craziest
reaction to it?
apartment. hands
I
down.
fucking was like,
I
yeah,
usually like to jump right
whoa!
inside, but you have to see this building from the outside to truly appreciate it. Because this here, that is the entire building. That's the whole
Too
thing.
bad we didn't
There's
have that
5
on
floors of
fucking
triangular goodness. It's essentially
recording
like
when you
living
reacted
in
to it the first
Utopia.
time, because that would have been really good.
And just for a little bit of
I
perspective,
hated that little
here's
zoom in
the
that he
width
did on
of
that
the
fucking
building's
biker.
edge
Like fuck,
contrasted
I don't
with
like this guy's
against me.
fucking
It is
YouTube
quite a
size
sight
and his
to see.
fucking speaking.
Let's head inside and take a peek because it's not just
Like,
the triangle from the
presentation, right?
outside, and it has
You know,
a handful of
neither
small
do I,
problems
but I
aside from the shape that
watched
make
through
a
it
massive
to
challenge to live in.
check
The
out this
area is
house.
beautiful, by the
Or
way.
this little
Yeah, I bet
apartment.
that's how he got the
Crossing in
views,
the
is just
Nedima area
not his
Tokyo,
not his
our
video skills,
first
it's just the
major
building
challenge
itself.
Today is
Yeah.
going to be
And then we
this
can understand
stairwell.
him.
Aside from the lack of vertical clearance and proper width to be able to get through here, the stairs themselves are actually incredibly
You are
narrow
too
and
tall for a
shallow.
house.
And I've got to
Yeah,
hold on to
Japanese
this
people are smaller
center
than you,
pole
dude. Don't
basically
like
the entire
don't
time
complain so much.
I'm going up just for safety.
They all have like
Are you too big? I mean, you're too big.
ninja class at school or whatever. I gotta stop
Yeah.
this guy because he's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, he's kind of annoying.
He's like, oh, look, this place, it's not built for you, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna go there and complain that it's too tiny.
He had some good things to say on a different video, but yeah.
I way
He's
just
like,
like that. I'm gonna report it.
This place is tiny. It's like, yeah.
He's being racist. Where's that option?
When?
He's he's bullying these Asians by like.
No, he's not.
Where's the fucking racism? Sexual content, violent or repulsive content, hateful or abuse.
Nah.
Hateful is code for racism. Abusing vulnerable individuals.
Wow.
Dude, you need to stop and hate. He goes
The
over
fuck?
there and about the stairs
Why?
into all dude Japanese
About the stairs being too small.
people are smaller
now.
on average than your European fucking. Of that racist. Yeah. Remember, we're doing that as a 19-year-old who has a
Oh yeah.
optional.
Yeah, you're right.
a-
You're
a
right.
cu-
You're
a
right.
custom optional gender.
Yeah, you're right. This is normal.
But also
behavior.
that was my genuine opinion as a 33-year-old
Yeah, you're really meshing with this
male.
19-year-old's like mindset.
Okay. Fresh refresh. What is YouTube giving us? Try to write with this.
Pencil sharpeners.
A
Perfected
pencil
over
sharpener.
decades and thousands of patents, every idea has been done. Right?
Oh,
I wouldn't be so
I know.
sure.
Is that still
Have you ever
putty?
seen an explosive powered
don't hate
pencil
that.
sharpener? Or what about one
I've
that
never-
sharpens Christmas trees?
Never seen.
Ones
Oh.
that sharpen using
either of
water.
those.
That's cool.
Or a chainsaw. Or
Hey.
a truck. Or whatever the heck
Ooh.
this thing is. You're in for a treat because we're
I've
going to be
seen
doing
that
all those
stupid one.
things and more. This may seem really random, but I
How long
promise
is
that
this?
it's not. From
A
time
half
to time,
hour?
I'll be doing something.
Clearly, we're not gonna
and I'll
react
think,
to all of it, but
this could sharpen a pencil. I don't know why I think this, but I've accumulated quite a list of possible ways to sharpen a pencil. Some of these are going to be really hard to get working, especially that
Train a
explosive
beaver
one.
was kinda
I'm
funny.
not sure if that's going to work. And then there's the question of which is best. So we're going to have my wife assign a definitely impartial score out of 10. And before we start
I
building,
thought I liked
there's
this
a new
guy at first, but I don't
addition
like
that
him
you need to
nerd
understand.
bragging about his hot wife by including her in the video like this.
So, we have
She's
very
like
exciting news.
a
which is
solid
that we are
6.
Big thumbs down. I'm gonna report that shit.
But she's nice, so she gets a 7. Personality, she's kind of funny.
Spam release.
What are you
misleading.
doing?
He's fucking wasting my fucking time with whatever good news he was about to say about him and his wife when he's supposed to be showing us interesting shit about pencil sharpeners.
No, it's not misleading. He made 6, so
It's a scam and it's a fraud. Or no. Fuck. It's sexual content. He's like trying to ply us with a fucking suggestive but without nudity. Here for pencil chart benders. Not to see your tarted up hussy out of her burqa.
you're like sending him like they're going to him, but they're going to fucking Google.
I guess this is how an old person would use YouTube.
Yeah, you're you mess it up. So
I'm gonna click the dislike. Big dislike. I wish they would let you click it a bunch, like in fucking Death Stranding.
yeah, if you could sit here and just like like in Death Stranding.
In Death Stranding, there's a in-game like system because in the future, like likes are almost the currency of society.
Really?
And so like as you're going through the game, you can put down like a bridge to like cross, like you have little portable bridges that you can extend out to cross a river. And,
And you can
there's
and
a
they stay
chance-
there, right?
There's a chance
It's like
that they'll appear in someone else's game.
yeah.
And if they like pass by it, they can give it a like. But while they're just after they give it their first like, there's like a few seconds where they can like it again, and so you can like mash like over and over again up to a certain amount of times. So someone, if you really like it, you can be like, and it gets a, it gives you a metric, not just of like or dislike. It's like this person liked it so much that they like put effort into like giving you more likes, or like they only gave it 3 or 4 likes. So, so it's a better like dislike system. And everyone's like likes are kept track of. You can see how many other players you helped or like made.
Like you're a whore
on
with
their
your
journey.
likes.
If you like someone's fucking shit that they put down, your strand connection with them grows, and you're more likely to see their stuff in your worlds later.
Weird.
It's a social strand game that was like the selling point. It's like a new genre of multiplayer. Let's see what they give us. YouTube homepage refresh. Training an unbeatable AI in track media.
Each of these cars is controlled by an artificial intelligence in the racing game
Badass.
Trackmania, and this AI is designed to improve over time through trial and error. The longer it trains, the better it gets.
This stuff's
With enough
interesting.
training, it should be able to find
It's
the
the
best
devil!
line,
It's the devil stuck in
drift
a
perfectly,
computer
might
chip!
even become
You think so?
unbeatable.
I
At least
heard.
that's the theory.
Nah, man.
Actually, I've
I think
already
I think
tried
AI
to
is
build
gonna
such
like
an AI
awaken
several
God.
times,
It's gonna be God
and
before
it
it's a
could
devil.
drive, but I've played this game for years and it wasn't enough to beat me.
I think
Still,
morality.
think it
I think
has
the
some
morality of an
potential.
AI is gonna be
So
superior
about
to that
6
of
months ago,
of
I
our
decided
leaders.
to give this project one last chance and to offer the AI an opportunity
By
for
far.
revenge. This video is the conclusion of a 3-year
wicked.
journey to make an AI that could beat me in Trackmania. And this time, it got
Yeah.
much better
Are,
than I
are in
expected.
control, and an AI is.
Or
gonna,
we get an
give it
AI
the
that's
first
trained
rules.
by
Let's start
the
with this very
by
simple
those
track to
that
better
we shall
visualize
not
what this
mention.
AI does.
The technology is the tool
The
that,
AI
like,
uses something
you know, like Smith and
called
Wesson
an
made
artificial
God made
neural
man.
network.
Smith and Wesson made him
Basically,
equal.
it's some kind of
Yeah.
mathematical tool
Colt made
which
him equal.
roughly
Whatever
models
the
how
phrase
the
is.
brain works.
Yeah, you get an AI
Every tenth
raised
of
by
a second,
Voldemort.
this
You get an
neural
evil
network
AI.
receives a few numbers which describe what's
This is
happening in
pretty
the game.
Cool that he did this,
In
but like,
response, it
no
outputs
offense
new
to
numbers
him, but
specifying the
should
action
have
to
just
perform.
gotten an AI to like narrate his video for him, because his English isn't, his pronunciation isn't like as good as AI is these days. How old is this video? 12 days ago. Yeah,
It's
you
good.
have no excuse releasing a language, and clearly, if it's your English is your second language, how about you do it in your first language and translate it, you know, with an AI that can enunciate better than you, or become better at speaking English if you're gonna do an English language video. You clearly know some other language better than English. I hope that's not your first language, Josh, if that's how you're fucking talking in English. Pronouncing shit like that, I'm gonna report this for being
You're
racist.
out of pocket.
He's fucking harming my fucking culture. He's appropriating my culture. And badly, I might add. I wouldn't have reported this if he had done it better.
I had to make sure my cat was not eating itself. I don't have a cat.
It's fine. I was still. You didn't miss anything. I was just filling out this report. Big dislike on this. I don't want to see more content from this creator. Even if he did make an AI thing.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
You liked watching
Maybe we'll
that? Did you like that?
I just like AI stuff.
But
so,
his
you know,
presentation
I mean,
was so bad. Like, if I want to see AI stuff, do it better.
all right.
He didn't fucking, like, you know, he didn't. This isn't a video I would watch personally if I were like sitting down to watch YouTube. I dislike it. I never use these fucking metrics. I never engage with this shit before. I want to see what the algorithm does. You know, like with TikTok, if I'm like honest with it, like give it a fucking real. And you know, I'm like, did you like that? You want me to take off this dislike? You want me to take that report back? There's no option to take the report back.
No, you've already.
I'll just do another report telling him to take that last report back, so they see it.
No,
like, 2 in a row.
don't. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop.
I rethought things.
Just stop.
Just letting you know.
Just stop. Stop.
There wasn't an option to unreport it.
I'm getting water.
Please take that report off the record.
You're out of control. Fucking out of control. You're out of control, Bobby.
What? I'm not like people will call me fucking hateful or abusive for making fun of this guy's English. They'll be like, "Oh, he tried. He did a good job. Well, let's see you speak another language." But like, no, dude, you're making a fucking video. That's the first video I'm gonna see most promoted on YouTube, like up in the top right, and that's what you're gonna give me? Fuck you. Do a fuck. It should be like the best video I've ever seen. I shouldn't have one fucking complaint of all the fucking thousands of videos.
Pounds of clay.
Why car companies still use
It's
clay
arguably
models
the most important
that
step
cost
in designing a car,
up to
even though most car owners
$650,000?
know nothing about the process.
Wow.
Car companies have used clay models for almost
That's how much they
100
charge for a
years
single
on nearly
car.
every car you see on the road.
That's like less
From
expensive
this
than a
Mustang
car.
to this $28 million Rolls-Royce.
So yeah, I don't
mean,
see
come
why they
across
wouldn't.
people every single day that do not understand the concept of why we would make a full-size car out of clay and then finish it in a way where it looks exactly the same as the production vehicle.
But today,
Wait,
companies
yeah,
are
why do they do
straying
that?
away from clay. Modeling is an expensive process that goes up in
I
price
didn't know they
based on the
like,
company
yeah, why?
and the complexity of the vehicle.
Why are they doing this?
Exotic hypercar
Why are they
brands
playing at price opposite things? Like, what the
$1,000. Automakers now have high-tech virtual reality software.
Well,
that
the
lets
title
them
was like,
design
oh,
and
the
every inch
title
of
was
their
playing up how
car.
much they cost, and I was like, well, they're a
So
car
why do some companies
company.
sell
Everyone has
over
everyone in the world has a
100 tons of
fucking
clay
car.
each
Like,
year? And why do some models take
they cost so
years
much
to
fucking
build?
money.
Big
and they
clay,
just come out
big
with a new one.
clay.
But like, yeah,
At
like,
work.
There's
Big clay at work here.
That are even more
We're
restrictive
we're
than
relevant.
manufacturing
fucking
plants.
cigar
Inside,
chomping
designers
clay
develop
fucking
vehicles that haven't even been announced
bureaucrats,
yet. This
lobbyists.
is the car industry's Area 51.
Yeah, I mean, we were.
You gotta use more clay.
No one's using clay
Only
pots
few
anymore.
members of the site can actually
Charging
do
650K for a clay car, solid, full car, solid
Mark
clay.
Sadler's
It'll
been
be
a clay
beautiful.
builder for decades, and now manages teams for
That's
Bentley.
retarded, boss.
He worked on
Nah.
signature models like the Bentayga.
They'll
SUV.
pay.
The clay comes in bars or cylinders the size of tennis ball cans.
They'll pay or we'll
Wait,
put
so,
them in the
This is Play-Doh
clay.
we played with
wait,
as
so
kids.
why though? Do they?
Traditional water-based ceramic
It's,
clay would dry out and harden
To
too
bring
much.
your shit
how
to
they're
life.
made?
This specialty
to
clay
see
is
it.
more sticky
Why
and
they
malleable.
cost so much? Why clay
Modeling
models are
teams
used?
first
We have to
turned
get to
design
that shit.
sketches into
The fact that they
multiple
make you like
scale,
skip
expensive
ahead,
clay models
that's a
more
big thumbs
useful
down
than
already for
virtual
this.
ones.
But
Well,
For one,
the fact
automakers
that they can
test a car's
work on it
aerodynamics. Computer
and
programs
fuck with
help,
it.
but they
Test
need
the
a real-life
aerodynamics,
model
that
to
makes sense.
thoroughly test this.
yeah, and then they
To
can
do
go
it,
back
they
and
use a
smooth it,
giant
mess
wind
around,
tunnel.
rather than having to
As
like
a massive fan
fabricate
spins,
like a
engineers
hard
use a smoke
body
wand to see how
surface
easily
every
air
time.
will
They have
flow
like a
over,
weird soft,
under, and around the car on
hard
the road.
enough surface to
It's called drag,
fuck
and
around
it helps
with.
measure how much energy a vehicle needs to move. This informs how much fuel the car will eventually consume. In some extreme cases, companies can spend over 1,000 hours in the tunnel testing a model's
Okay.
design before
Is that the only
committing
reason?
to full-scale production.
Pretty soon they're just
And
gonna have like a
modelers are
3D
standing
printer
by,
do this,
she
right?
said
Make
like she
adjustments
started
on
off
the
by saying
spot.
like one reason
But
is
most
so there's got to be.
importantly, models are used to see how a car prototype actually looks. They can see
I think
things
a 3D
like how
printer will
natural
do
light
this pretty
plays on
soon.
its curves.
Yeah.
Only a real 3D model can show how it will look when it's
And
actually
then
on the road.
The printer will be able to
try to
like
create something
hot
that
knife
will
side of
grab
it and then
somebody's
like
attention.
fix it.
And it will
You
obviously
know,
get the heartstrings going, get the emotions going.
Yeah, yeah. I guess you got to make a
Can't
prototype
quite
before
get
you make
it
the whole
there
car.
with digital.
Yeah.
with VR.
You're gonna fill it
You
up
just
with
can't
like
do it, so it
shit
needs
like
that-
oh you're
that,
alright. Big thumbs down for waiting taking that long to fucking explain your fucking shit that you could have just told me in 2 fucking seconds. You fucking cock tease.
God, I'm gonna dye another strand of my hair a different color.
Spam or misleading? Yeah, that was a huge fucking spam waste of time. Huge fucking waste of my goddamn time. Takes 7 minutes. Takes 7 minutes to explain something you takes 2 seconds. Show me something that I don't fucking hate, YouTube. Well, I guess you gotta train the algorithm up, but this is what just the average fucking untrained, this is what their propaganda apparatus is trying to train people up on. How long have we been recording for? Does this thing even keep track? 39 minutes. This is a long you want to keep going?
I feel like we just started. Like I don't feel like we've even really
Yeah. Like we're
gone through anything.
This can be like a long form video.
Yeah, we can chunk it up later.
I think it's been like pretty consistent. Like no dead air. Homepage refresh.
Only when you're typing your scathing reviews.
There are
thought
quite
this
a
rotating
few
house was
rotating
impossible.
buildings in the world. Houses for people who want their view
This
to
guy-
follow the sun.
Why would you think
Maybe
it was
they're
impossible?
built as an
I
architect's
used to think
greenhouse,
he had
maybe
some
as
cool
an
shit,
engineering
but
challenge,
it kind of
or
is
sometimes to give the best angles for solar power.
fucking
Over the
weirdo.
years,
I don't
have
know. It's
asked to
kind of
film a few
annoying
of those
now.
houses, but they've
I
always
just
been
don't
turned
want to see
their
him
private
anymore.
homes.
I don't like the British accent.
But this one, near San Diego, California, is now on sale. The real estate agent got in touch and asked if I wanted to have a look around.
It's
To be
just like
clear,
talk like
this
an
is
American
not an
dude.
advert. They're not paying me, but I
British
just
people
wasn't going
suck.
to turn this down because there are two things I want to find
Yeah,
out.
what is he even
First
saying?
of all, how on earth does the plumbing work? And second, if this is someone's
How's it
greenhouse,
walk?
and it is,
So
then
cancelled.
why are they selling it?
My wife and
Alright, it's been 44 seconds and you haven't fucking explained anything about how the house is plumbing works or anything like that. You're already fucking spam scam, but I'm not gonna do another report. I'm just gonna dislike and move on. What do you think about that video so far? You said you fucking don't like the guy.
I feel like he's
from
kind
prior
of annoying.
experience, and yeah, that video
I
opening
feel like I used to watch his shit, but then now I just feel like his shit's annoying and
wasting my
stupid.
time trying to like fucking
It's
drag it out
maybe
for
not
7
stupid,
minutes.
but it's just unappealing to me.
You
so,
know
there
what?
we go.
If your content is gonna be fucking just like taking 7 minutes to do.
Here's
something
a
that
house.
takes 2
Here's
seconds.
Here's a circular house. Oh fuck off.
Yeah. No, dude, you're getting into the spirit. You give people way too much fucking benefit of the doubt and fucking like, oh look, these people fucking suck and these videos suck. I'm not entertained whatsoever at all by any of this yet. And this is the most popular videos that people are most entertained by in the world. This is the fucking Sistine Chapel of YouTube.
Look at all the millions of views.
On October. Yeah, millions of people are like salivating
Here's
over
a
this
round
fucking bullshit.
house. You can keep walking and not have to take any turns.
Thank you. It's bullshit.
Like
fastest maze solving competition on
This
earth.
tiny robot mouse can
That's
finish
pretty
this
cool.
maze
This
in
is-
just 6
I got a
seconds.
nerd boner for
This
this type of
actually is
shit.
kind of cool. I like how fast these
Like
things move.
and the sumo
Here we
ones.
go.
Oh, I hope we fucking get into the sumo.
Every
It's-
year
Japanese
they're trying to
around the world,
get.
people
Of
come
course,
robot
it's,
the
shit.
oldest
it's the
robotics
Japanese like
goal
hobbyists
is
who are gonna
simple.
do something
Get to the end of the
entertaining
maze
like
as
right
fast
away.
as possible.
Person who came second.
Like efficient. Show me like.
By 20 milliseconds.
But
Dude.
competition has grown
I
fierce.
see some Chinese hillbilly shit.
I love how
Them
fast
riding
these little things.
rice fucking
crazy.
drag racing rice fucking
Look how
tractors
fast-
across. Oh damn, that's like a fucking dream. That's a train.
Oh, look at it.
Whoa, you went straight there. You
This
didn't even
video
fuck
was
around.
by
I love the
ownership.
fucking sumo ones where they try
In
and flip each other over and they just like
Those are
mathematician
cool.
Claude
zip
Shannon
around each other and
constructed
shit.
An electronic mouse named
Uh,
Theseus
Nani?
that could solve a maze.
Stupid
The
edits.
trick to making the mouse intelligent was hidden in a computer built into the maze itself, made of telephone relay switches.
I tried to do this with
the mouse
an actual
was just
rat
a magnet on
with
wheels, essentially, following
VHSs.
an electromagnet controlled by the position of the relay
My rat just like climbed up and out of it and kind of made like a domino effect. I'm like, yeah, that didn't work. I was a kid. I was like, yeah.
He registers the information in his memory. Later, I can put him down in any part of the maze that he's already explored, and he'll be able to go directly to the goal without making a single false turn.
Theseus is often referred to as one of the first examples of machine learning. A director at Google recently said that it inspired the whole field of AI.
That's kind of
25
cool.
years later, editors at the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEEE, caught wind of a contest for electronic mice, or Le Mouse Electronique, as they had heard.
Le Mouse.
They were ecstatic. Were these the successors to Theseus? But something had been lost in translation. These mice were just batteries in cases, not robots.
This is
capable
fucking
of-
I wonder how it navigate a man's asshole.
I'd keep watching this video. So
Yeah.
far.
Just
I'll
skip
give it-
ahead a bit.
You think? Yeah.
Let's give it a little.
He's got
fast
the
forward.
section that's labeled history, rules, strategy.
Strategy. Let's go into strategy. Go in the beginning of strategy.
Yeah.
Fuck the rules.
The rules might be
So
interesting.
The strategy for
like, I
most
feel like I would like.
micromice is to spend their first
okay, you
run
want to go?
I'd like to watch this whole thing, but like I don't know. Like, are we trying to just react to a couple minutes of each thing, or like
I don't know.
watch
I
the
kind of
entire
want to
video
watch.
and keep reacting? Maybe maybe
I
we should
feel
just
like
keep
we
watching
should
as
watch...
we're interested.
Yeah, let's go back. Yeah, because
he did the intro. He was doing the history.
Yeah.
Where did I stop?
Right here, like during back.
Yeah, we didn't see that shit.
More, a little bit more.
Yeah, it was like
they were ecstatic.
Oh, yeah,
were these
the
the successors to Theseus? But something had been lost in translation. These mice were just batteries in cases, not robots capable of intelligent behavior. But the misunderstanding stuck with them, and they wondered, why couldn't we hold that competition ourselves? In 1977, the announcement for IEEE's Amazing Micro Mouse Maze contest attracted over 6,000 entrants, but the number of successful competitors dwindled rapidly. Eventually, just 15 entrants reached the finals in 1979. But by this point, the contest had garnered enough public interest to be broadcast nationwide on the evening news. And just like the rumor that inspired the competition, Micro Mouse began to spread across the world.
Never heard of this.
No. There we go. Yeah, look how small and fast they are now.
はい、まず昨年のこの大会ですね、全日本マイクロマウス大会のハーフサイズ競技部門で優勝してまして、去年作ったロボットが
they have different size divisions.
ロボット今年も連覇狙っていこうと思っています。
Even people in the top 2 or 3, you can see them trying to set their mice up, and they can barely find the buttons to press because it's absolutely nerve-wracking. It doesn't matter what it was. It could be horse racing, it could be motor racing, it could be mouse racing.
I bet people are betting on this.
If you have a shred of competitiveness in you, you want to win.
Yeah.
Just like a real mouse, a micro mouse has to be fully autonomous. No internet connection, no GPS,
Japanese culture
or remote
loves
control,
gambling.
That's cool.
And no nudging it to help it get unstuck.
I like all the different
it has
colors.
to fit all its computing, motors, sensors, and power supply in a frame no longer or wider than 25 centimeters.
Doesn't it
There
stem
isn't
from like
a limit
the
to
that
the
one
length of the mouse, but the rules don't allow any forms of combustion.
You didn't say I couldn't.
Rocket propulsion, for example, is out of the
It wasn't
equation.
in the rules. He just takes a picture of it and shows it straight there.
The maze itself is a square about 3 meters on each side, subdivided by walls into corridors only 18 centimeters across. And in 2009, the half-size micromouse category was introduced, with mice smaller than 12.5 centimeters per side and paths just 9 centimeters across. The final layout of the maze is only revealed
so
at the
fucking
start
cool,
of
dude.
each competition, after which competitors are not allowed to change the code in their mice.
If I didn't fall through a shitty general education, I might have been into that.
The big 3 competitions, All Japan,
Make me some
Taiwan, and
micromices.
USA's APEC, usually
do we have
limit
shit
the time
like that in our
mice
school,
get
like
in
a
the
robotics
maze
club
to
or whatever?
7 or 10 minutes.
We didn't have shit,
and mice
dude.
are only allowed 5 runs
We barely.
from the start to the goal.
remember shop class was like closing down, right? There was like hardly any of those left.
So the
It's like if
strategy
there was
for
maybe
most
one
micromice
shop
is to spend their first run
class, but
carefully
it was like
learning the
packed
maze and looking for the best path
and
to the goal,
super
while
soft
not wasting
after,
too
you
much
know?
time. Then
was
they
like
use their remaining
never enough
tries
space
to sprint down that path
any
for
of
the
the cool
fastest
classes.
runtime possible. Solving a maze may sound simple enough, though it's important to remember that with only a few infrared sensors for eyes, the view from inside the maze is a lot less clear than what we see from above. Still, you can solve a maze with your eyes closed. If you just put one hand along one wall, you will eventually reach the end of most common mazes. And that's exactly what some initial Micromouse competitors realized too. And after a simple wall-following mouse took home gold in the first finals, the goal of the maze was moved away from the edges and freestanding walls were added, which would leave a simple wall-following mouse searching forever.
Oh, damn.
Your next instinct might be to run through the maze, taking note of every fork in the road. Whenever you reach a dead end or a loop, you can go back to the last intersection and try a different path. If your last left turn got you nowhere, you'd come back to that intersection and
you
go
can just
right
be stuck on the
instead.
outside.
You can think of this strategy as the one a headstrong mouse might use, running as deep into the maze as it can and turning back only when it can't go any further. This search strategy, known as depth-first search, will eventually get the mouse to the goal.
Yeah, you just
the
go
problem
everywhere
is,
until you
it
just
might not
remember where
be
you
the
were.
shortest route, because the mouse only turns back when it needs to, so it may have missed a shortcut that it never tried. The sibling to this search algorithm, breadth-first search, would find the shortest path. With this strategy, the mouse runs down one branch of an intersection until it reaches the next one. And then it goes back to check the path it skipped before
This is
moving on
kind
to
of
the
how
next
I
one.
fucking. This is how I play video games.
Every option it reaches, but
Except for I won't go. I'll
means that
I'll
it's
finish a whole
rerunning
wing. I
paths
won't go all
dozens
the
of
way back the other way.
At this
I'll
point,
finish
Yeah,
a
you just
wing.
don't want
Searching
to
a
trip
whole
any
maze
flags to
often
where like
takes
you're
less
going to the
time.
next level without
So
seeing
why
the
not just
secrets.
a meticulous
Yeah.
mouse could search all 256 cells of the maze, testing every turn
That's
and corner
awesome.
to ensure it has definitely found the shortest path. But searching so
how is this
thoroughly
different than the last
isn't
one?
necessary either.
I don't know.
Instead,
was,
the most
let me back up a little bit.
popular
I was
maze
thinking.
rerunning paths dozens of times. At this point, even searching the whole maze often takes less time. So why not just do that? A meticulous
Oh, this
mouse
is just
could
like you don't even
search
turn, you
all
just-
256 cells of the maze.
Yeah,
testing
without keeping
every
your hand
turn
on
and
the right
corner
wall,
to
just like
ensure it has definitely
go
found
everywhere.
the shortest path. But searching so thoroughly isn't necessary either. Instead, the most
How?
popular micromouse strategy is different from all of these techniques. It's a search algorithm known as flood fill. This mouse's plan is to make optimistic journeys through the maze. So optimistic, in fact, that on their first journey, their map of the maze doesn't have any walls at all. They simply draw the shortest path to the goal and go. When their optimistic plan inevitably hits a wall
How do
that
they
wasn't on
know
their map,
where the-
they simply mark it down.
There must be like
They're given
programmed like a location to reach. Yeah, well, how do they even tell if they're at their goal or not? There's like some sensor that is like the reward for the AI. Like, how do you train any AI to reach a goal?
Yeah,
and
I guess like
update their new shortest
inside there
path to
would
the
be
goal.
like a
running,
some sort of
updating,
beneficial
running,
current that'd go, oh
updating,
yeah, I'm feeling
always
it feels
beelining
good.
for the goal. Under the hood of the algorithm, what the micromouse is marking on their map is the distance from every square in the maze to the goal. To travel optimistically, the mouse follows the trail of decreasing numbers down to 0. Whenever they hit a wall, they update the numbers on their map to reflect the new shortest distance to the goal. This strategy of following the numerical path
Weird.
of least resistance gives the
Yeah, so
flood
they
fill
must
algorithm
know
so that
where-
yeah, that's kind of
the
cheating.
process resembles
sounds
flooding
like.
the maze with water and updating values based on the flow.
Yeah.
Once the mouse reaches the goal, it can smooth out the path it took and get a solution to the maze. However,
Like, it already knows
may
where the
look
goal
back
is,
and
so it's
imagine
like-
an even shorter, uncharted path it could have taken. The mouse might not be satisfied that it's found the shortest path just yet. While this algorithm isn't
So,
guaranteed
turn
to find the
around.
best
No.
path on first pass, it takes advantage of the fact that micromice need to return to the start to begin their next run. So if the mouse treats its return as a new journey,
Oh.
it can use the return trip to search the maze as well.
Now that's
That
smart.
also
Between these
sounds like
two
cheating,
attempts,
though.
both optimized to find the
But,
shortest
I
path.
mean, if-
But they
if
don't just
that's-
pick it up and put it back
extremely
at the start
likely that
again.
the mouse
If that
will
is
discover it.
strategy,
And
if
the
it's
mouse
just,
will
if
have
it's
done
a
it
strategy of
efficiently,
like
often leaving irrelevant
getting
areas of
faster
the
and
maze
faster over
entirely
rounds and
untouched.
how smart your
Flood fill
mouse is.
offers both an intelligent and practical
But I
way
but I
for
don't
micromice to
like
find
how
the
they know
shortest
where it
path
is.
Yeah, I like how they know
that's-
where it is, and I don't like how
Once
they're
there
allowed
was a
to
clear
gain
strategy to
more
find the shortest
information from
path,
the return
and
trip
once
rather
the
than just being
microcontrollers
transported to
and
the start of
sensors
the
required
maze.
to implement it
Like,
became
that's not how
common,
Labyrinth works. You
some
start at the
people
start
believed
every time.
Micromouse had run its course. as a paper published in IEEE put
But
it,
I mean,
at the
some
end of
mice
the
could be
1980s,
stupid on the way
micromouse
back and not
contest
get as
had
much
outlived
shit.
itself.
Yeah, but
The
like
problem
that's
was
just
solved
that's not
and
part
did
of
not
the.
provide any new challenges.
I feel like
That shouldn't be part of the game. It should be like how good your mouse is at solving a new maze.
In the
That's why they have the
2017
rule about like
All-Japan
you know
Micromouse
you can't change the
competition,
code once
both
the maze is
bronze
revealed.
and silver placing mice found the shortest path to the goal. And once they did, they were able to zip along it as
It's like
quick
smart of
as
them to do, but it's
7.4
like
seconds.
it seems like there should have been a rule to prevent them from being able to cheat like that.
But Mazakazu Utsunomiya's winning
Or
mouse,
just
Red
have two
Comet,
different-
did something entirely
different types.
Like cheat,
This
like not
is the
cheat, but just
shortest path
exploit
to
that.
the goal, the one that everyone took.
Like there's two
This
different
is the
types
path
of
that Red
runs.
Comet
There's like
took. It's a full
you know,
5.5 meters
start
longer.
to finish
That's
only,
because
and no
Micromouse aren't actually
no
searching for the
backtrack
shortest path,
runs, and
they're
then there's
searching
ones
for the
that have
fastest
backtracks.
path. And Red Comet's search algorithm figured out that this path had
'Cause
fewer
that'd be
turns
interesting
to
to see
slow it
both.
down. So even though the
That's
path was
interesting.
longer, it could end up being faster. So it
More
took that
straightaways?
risk.
It's the only one that took that path.
Wow.
It won by 131 milliseconds.
Damn. So yeah, you can take a chance.
Differing
on
routes at competition are
straightaways.
now more common than not. And even just
It was
getting
smart
to the
enough to
goal
calculate
remains
that in its code,
difficult,
like
whether due to
not
the
just the
that's-
shortest
serious
path, but the
algorithm
like
or
it
the
it
physical
factored in the
maze.
fucking
Yeah.
straightaways.
Now that's the fucking cool shit about coding, or like being smart about how you code something so it
Micromice don't
interacts
always
with the
behave as
world
you'd
like
expect.
Like yeah, he like
intelligently.
thought of a variable
Look at
no
this.
one else did.
Yeah, yeah. Where to save not money, but time.
今4分ぐらい走ってたので、それ起きたら僕はもう倒れてました。
Micromouse is far
I
from
like how they all
solved
look
because
different.
It's
It's
not
just
just a software
really
problem
cool
or
fucking
a hardware problem. It's
Yeah.
awesome
both.
thing.
It's a
They're
robotics
all like
problem.
look like cute little
Red Comet
mech.
didn't win because it had a better search
Right?
algorithm or because it had faster motors.
Little tiny
Its cleverness came from how the
mechitas.
brains and body of the mouse interacted together.
So it turns out solving the maze is not the problem, right? It never was the problem, right? But it's actually about navigation, and it's about going fast.
Every year, the robots get smaller, faster, lighter. There is still plenty of innovation left, and there's a small group of devotees in Japan busy building quarter-sized micromouse, which would sit on a quarter.
5-time winner.
Nearly 50 years on, Micromouse is bigger than ever.
Do it.
Yeah. You can't even see it.
Competitions have appeared solved at first glance before. The high jump was an Olympic sport since 1896, with competitors refining their jumps using variations like the scissor, the western roll, and the straddle over the decades, with diminishing returns. But once foam padding became standard in competition, Dick Fosbury rewrote the sport in 1968 by becoming the first Olympian to jump over the pole backwards. Now, almost every high jumper does what's known as the Fosbury flop. If Micromouse had indeed stopped in the 1980s, the competition would have missed its own Fosbury flops, two innovations that completely changed how Micromice ran. After all, a lot can change in a sport where competitors can solder on any upgrade they can imagine. The first Fosbury flop was one of the earliest innovations in Micromouse, and had nothing to do with technology. It was simply a way of thinking outside the box, or rather, cutting through the box. Every mouse used to turn corners like this. But everything changed with the mouse Mighty 3.
So Mighty Mouse
So
3
shooting at an
implemented
angle?
diagonals for the first time.
Like that one, just the one that just shot through the gap.
And that turned out to be a much better idea than we really thought. And because it's cool, you know, maze designers often put diagonals into the maze now. So, you know, you could end up with a maze where it never comes up, but most of the time it's actually a benefit.
In order to pull off diagonals, the chassis of the mouse had to be reduced to less than 11 centimeters wide, or just 5 centimeters for half-size Micromouse. The sensors and software of the mouse had to change too. When you're running between parallel walls, all you have to do is maintain an equal distance between your left and right infrared readings. But a diagonal requires an entirely new algorithm, one that essentially guides the mouse as if it had blinders on.
Normally, if you're going along the side of a wall or something like that, you know, most of the time you can see the wall all the time. And so that helps you to guide yourself, and you know when you're getting off. But in the diagonal situation, you just see these walls coming at you.
And if you veer even a tiny bit off course, snagging a corner is a lot less forgiving than sliding against the wall. Diagonals are still one of the biggest sources of crashes in competition today. But in exchange, a jagged path of turns transforms into one narrow straightaway.
Whoa.
These days, nearly every competitive micromouse is designed to
That was
take this
badass.
risk.
He went straight through.
Cutting diagonals opened up room for even more ideas. Around the same time, mice were applying similar strategies to turning. Instead of stopping and pivoting through 2 right turns, a mouse could sweep around in a single U-turn motion. And once the possibility of
Come in here
diagonals
just
were
to
added,
fart?
the total number of possible turns opened up exponentially. The maze was no longer just a grid of square hallways. With so many more options to weigh, figuring out the best path became more complex than ever. But the payoff was dramatic. What was once a series of stops and starts could now be a single fluid snaking motion. How micromice imagined and moved through the maze had changed completely.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I like how they swerve.
Available
like,
technology was
high-speed
getting
shit,
upgrades
dude.
over the years as well.
It's crazy.
Tall and
It's crazy.
unwieldy arms that were used to find walls were replaced by a smaller array of infrared sensors on board the mouse. Precise stepper motors were traded in for continuous DC motors and encoders.
The DC motors give you more power for less size and weight, and so we were interested in doing that. So then you have to have a servo, you have to actually have feedback on the motor to make it do the right thing.
Gyroscopes added an extra sense of orientation.
It's like a compass.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had this thing with you.
They came about because of mobile phones, really, so the technology provides people with things which weren't there before. All of the turning is done based off the gyro rather than counting pulses off the wheels, because it's much more reliable.
But even with all the mechanical upgrades, the biggest physical issue for micromice went unaddressed for decades. One thing you'll see almost every competitor holding is a roll of tape. Once you know to look for it, you'll see it everywhere. This tape isn't for repairs or reattaching fallen parts, it's to gather specks of dust off the wheels in between rounds. At the speed and precision these robots are operating, that tiny change in friction is enough to ruin a run. If you want to turn while driving fast, you need centripetal force to accelerate you into the turn. And the faster you're moving, the more force you need to keep you on the track.
To lose
The
just
only
for some
centripetal force
dusty-
for a car turning on flat ground is friction, which is determined by 2 things: the road pushing up the weight of the car, or the normal force, multiplied by the static coefficient of friction, which is the friction of the interface between the tire and road surface. This is why racetracks have banked turns. The steep angles help cars turn with less friction, because part of the normal force itself now points in to contribute to the centripetal force required. If the banked turn is steep enough, cars can actually make the turn without any friction at all. The inward component of the normal force alone is enough to provide the centripetal force required to stay on track.
I can follow that.
Micromice are no different, and they don't have banked
I don't
turns
know.
to help. As they got faster and faster, by the early 2000s, their
Math.
limiting factor
Yeah,
was
I'd have to go
no
back and
longer
think about it.
speed,
It's
but
more like
control
physics.
of that speed. They had to set their center of gravity low and slow down during turns to avoid slipping into a wall or flipping over. But unlike race cars, there wasn't anything in the rules to stop Micromouse competitors from solving this problem by engineering an entirely new mechanism. Micromouse's second Fosbury flop was almost considered a gimmick when the mouse Mokomo 08 first used it in competition. You might be staring at the video to try to see it, but you won't. Instead, it's something you'll hear. That isn't the mouse revving its engines, it's spinning up a propeller. And while flying over the walls is against the rules, there's nothing in the rules against a mouse vacuuming itself to the ground to prevent slipping.
Dave Otten was the first person I saw put a fan on a mouse, but he used a ducted fan, and I think he was really looking at kind of reaction force, blowing the thing down. He had a skirt around.
That's fucking cool.
It was not terribly effective, forgive me for saying so. The idea is to let as little air in as possible, and like your vacuum cleaner, when you block your vacuum cleaner, right, the motor unloads and
That's
speeds
fucking
up,
awesome.
and so the current drops. But if you let too much air in, the current's very high, And these are just quadcopter motors, and they draw a lot of current.
At the scale of Micromouse, a vacuum fan, often just built from handheld drone parts, is enough to generate a downward force 5 times the mouse's weight.
Wow, okay. That's impressive. So how much does the car actually weigh?
About 130 grams. And if you listen, I don't know if you'll get it on your microphone, but
oh yeah,
you'll hear the motors slow down, it loads up.
With that much friction, Micromice today can turn corners with a centripetal acceleration approaching 6 Gs.
That's fucking sick.
That's the same as F1 cars. Once
That's
nearly
fucking
everyone
awesome.
equipped fans, the
Dude,
added
they
control
all
allowed
got
builders
'em
to
now,
push
huh?
the speed limit on Micromice.
When it's allowed to, it will out-accelerate a Tesla Roadster, but not for very far.
And they can zip along at up to 7 meters per second, faster than most people can run.
Imagine a bunch of those with like little bombs on them coming at you. Like jumping at you with their little fans. Moving so quick, like they know how to solve any fucking maze. You're like trying to shake your like dead skin and dandruff off in front of them so they just peel out.
Yeah, yeah.
And the next Fosbury flop might
You
not
just
be far off.
Hope you got a
The
real
first
yeasty
four-wheeled
gut,
Micromouse to
so you
win the
overproduce
All-Japan competition
fucking dandruff.
did so in
and you just
1988,
start,
but it would take
like,
another 22
scrubbing
years
on your
of the
head
winning mouse growing and losing
as you run
appendages
away.
before four-wheeled mice became the norm.
Is that what
With
causes dandruff?
Micromice still
Too much yeast in
experimenting
your
That's what
gut?
I've heard.
6 and
Yeah, I've
8
heard,
designs, omnidirectional
yeah,
movement,
it's
and
from-
even computer vision.
from,
Who knows
that
what the next
Candida
paradigm
or
shift will be?
yeah,
Your
yeast.
time on the maze actually begins only when you leave the start.
That was
Yeah.
the best. He's like the fucking.
There's no
everyone
height.
hates him.
There's no height limit. Eh?
But if you want to
It
get
just
started
steps
with
over.
Micromouse, you don't need to worry about wheel count or vacuum fans or even diagonals.
It is, to my mind, the perfect combination of all the major disciplines that you need for robotics and engineering,
Except for
and programming,
warfare.
embedded systems, all wrapped up in one accessible bundle that you can do in your living room, and you don't need a laboratory to run it.
True. That's pretty cool.
You come along because you're curious, and then you think, I could do that. That doesn't look so hard. And then you're doomed, really. If it sucks you in, it turns into quite a journey.
10秒。いや、時間は問題じゃないんだ。スタートコンマ。頼む、行ってくれ。
I bet it would cost like, fuck, a couple $1,000 to probably get into this. Get all the tools you need.
At its core,
All the little
Micromouse
parts,
is
maybe
just about
less.
a mouse trying to solve
I don't know.
a maze.
I bet
Maybe
this is why
not.
Japan's
Later,
suicide rate is so
it's a
high. You
simple
spend like
problem,
so much time
good
doing something like
reminder,
this, and then if you like
there
ever
is
take
no
a moment
such
to
thing as a
realize what you're
simple
doing,
problem.
you just like fucking kill yourself.
Like, what? You're like, I spent 10 years fucking with this mice? This mouse?
You'd
What
have
the
like
fuck?
a good time the whole time, but the second you take a step back and look at it, you'd be like, yeah, fuck.
I don't know.
If you want to build your own Micromouse,
That's
you'll
exactly
likely
what
need
you
to
do.
design parts using.
Alright, he's going into an ad, I feel like. Sponsor, yeah. Well, hey,
Like,
that.
I've been messing with those AI tools, and dude, it's like, fuck, hours will fly by. I'm like, shit, what
was
happened?
a pretty good video.
Yeah.
I think that's
Cool, we got-
probably a good length for our reactionaries video, right?
Yeah. We'll wrap it up here.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. We hope you liked us reacting
Yeah.
to YouTube videos.